Well, I just bought a new camera lens.
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah.
the I think this is no, because I think the 1.8 is the OG. I think this is like one of the second versions of the 24 to 105 Canon L lens.
Yeah.
But it's the F4, so I wasn't a fucking sicko. I didn't buy the 1.8 or the 2.8. I
No.
just bought the F4. But that was still $300.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah. And then I'm sitting here right now and I'm about to spend another. I'm going to call this total purchase 500
Yeah.
because I'm going to buy a film camera.
Oh man. That's wild.
So I'm buying the camera, going to buy a lens, and then obviously I got to buy at least a couple rolls of film.
Yeah.
So I'm going to top this purchase out at around 5.
At least At least you can always. At least you can always tell yourself. At least you're not out here. One of these people buying Pokemon boxes at market, quote unquote, market value.
Oh, yeah. No. My, how do I say this without sounding rude?
Fucking, because like Prismatic Evolutions is like the latest set,
Yeah,
and those the ETVs are $50. Like they're that's a MSRP. It's like $50-$60 or whatever. Fucking the card store near my house, like the card shop, they're selling it for $150. It's like, okay, like
yeah. So
you're a store, like
I don't. Well, yeah, because those are grocery store prices. They are insane.
yeah, and they're like
I'm just trying to
200
figure
something
out.
online.
Just trying to figure out what the dollar split is, right? Because what are they? What are they purchasing for from manufacturer?
Like, I mean, it has to be at least less if they're purchasing from manufacturer and not just purchasing from other scalpers. If they're getting it from Pokemon Company, has to be less than like MSRP or under that or something like that.
Right, because you usually buy. You know what I mean? You in the great words for anyone who has seen it of Proposition Joe, buy for $1, sell for $2 is the simplest metric, right?
Yeah,
But obviously, we
but with
live in a
that,
post.
I wouldn't assume that that they give that much margin to if I remember how consoles and how things like that work and
Yeah,
TV.
right. Because you got to remember, right?
But
Because there's always the pre-COVID and then the post-COVID markup, right? So
yeah,
the pre-COVID markup, we're at like a usually 80 to 100% markup,
yeah,
which sounds insane, but mathematically usually makes sense when
but
you look at like kind of the dollar split. But post COVID markup is like 800%, and people are insane.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna say people need to start getting fucking slapped, but people might need to
yeah.
start getting
Well,
fucking
it's like
slapped.
this store is, and these people are punishing people for scalpers existing instead of like
Instead of just making their revenue and being fine existing. And yes, there are people out there who are
and
going to make a premium dollar off of something, but if you want to exist in that market where you get the premium dollar of thing, then what that means is you need to start start subsidizing opening your own packs and selling the individual cards to the scalpers rather than making everyone pay for that extra cost, or start to monetize the fact of the market, right? People like to have their cards graded. Cool, become efficient at, or whatever you got to do to be a grader. Like, fucking do all these other things when you're a store. Support the hobby. Don't fucking cripple it.
Yeah. Like one thing, I think Jeremy Dooley was talking about how there was a store near him that was selling it at MSRP, but they'd unseal it for you. They'll just they'll sell it to you, but they'll just unseal the thing for you, so you can't sell it at as a sealed box, like basically cutting off the scalpers. So like people that just want just want Pokemon cards will be fine. It's like, cool, less work for me. I don't have to go find I don't have to go find my pair of scissors. It's easier to open the thing. Like, but the scalpers can't like buy like 15 of them and sell them.
Yeah, no, I remember those dudes from when I worked at Barnes and Noble.
It's like,
and
it's hard. It's like you could say like, okay, one person per one box per person. That just invites the as you know, and me from buying Best Buy. That just has the groups come in, the families. It just turns it into those individual scalpers into big families that come in. They get their cousin, their nephew, their auntie, their niece, their all of them. Like I know it from like all the people that come in to like buy phones or some shit, like, or other things that we limit, where it's like you see the whole, like a whole family of people of all ages and like all with their own individual payment methods, or even more egregious, all with separate individual Best Buy gift cards and all individual tax exempt registration. So that's like they know, like they've been told different ways of trying to deter them. That, okay, well, we'll do this. It's like, all right. Well, those people know, because that's all they have in this world is screwing kids out of fun for the sake of their own profit. For the sake of fucking price gouging, being an unnecessary middleman.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna stick. That's why I'm gonna stick with a great hobby like photography. There's no markups anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. Honestly,
Not at all.
weirdly enough, that's why it's pretty okay with MLB, like, because there's no like real like scalping boxes. I can get boxes of 2025 if I want to do 2025. There's plenty available at any Target, any like Best Buy. I can order hobby boxes at regular price. Like, it's not cheap, but it's a regular MSRP price, and it's like, and baseball is cool. It's like, so it's like, you know what? Or buying unpopular Pokemon sets. Or old ones, honestly. Old ones that aren't like, not fossil, because that's crazy. That I understand, because that's out of print and rare. That makes sense for that to be like something like first edition or fossil, or like, those like the ones in the 2000s. Those make sense because they're out of print and rare for those to be expensive. Yeah.
What's up, Drew?
What's up, Drew?
What's up?
All right, let me start things off.
What's your expensive hobby, Drew?
Hana do set. Is it still pens or coffee?
Yes. The answer to that is yes. But at this point, with pens at the very least, I could side grade within the same
Yeah.
racket,
Yeah.
and get like a different experience, right? The only thing in coffee I could do right now is I could get a better grinder, which I very much need to do at some point. But that's gonna put me at a $500 to $800 grinder. Or I could get a slightly different espresso machine, which would allow me to. So right now I have the Breville Barista Express, and it is a great espresso machine for the cost. But if I got a slightly this is going to be stupid, but if I got a slightly
Ain't nothing stupid so far to me.
a slightly lesser espresso machine inability to start. So the Gotcha Classic is a $500 machine. The Breville Barista Express is a $700 machine. The Breville Barista Express is more capable in a number of ways than the Gotcha Classic. Now, if I got the Gotcha Classic has been around for so long in the same configuration inside of it that people have now made modifications to where you can very easily clip in your own sets of electronics to modify modify temperature, pressure. You can put Bluetooth screens on it to like monitor all of the like changes you're making like digitally. Like there's all sorts of like different add-ons you can make to this lesser machine where like, oh hey, you could get a used Gotcha Classic for like $350 and then put another $200 to $300 into it, and you're going to be getting capabilities of a machine that would normally cost you $2,000 for like $700. And it's like, oh, fucking, I could do that and start building that as like a project, but that would require me to find one that's like $200 to $300 and not $500 like they normally are. It's like, oh, motherfucker. And everybody knows that now because the most popular coffee boy on YouTube fucking talked about it, and it fucking goddamn it.
There you go. Fucking goddamn it.
No.
Hey.
Are we live on the internet?
Oh yeah, we are.
Always.
Okay, then I'm not going to mention the other thing. Okay, you know the other thing.
Yeah. Hey, Buenos Nachos YouTube. Thank you for joining us for another week of MyGM. I'm here with Drew and Kaz. I'm PD Rave, of course, and we're hopping back into the GM. We're on the road to All In London. I'm in the cozy chair. That's why I'm down here, like I'm a little guy. If you for the little bit where I'm on camera. But and because I won't be on camera, I'll just turn off my camera in a moment. But and we're here to get more GM stuff going. So a little preface for this one and next week and the finale. Since we're wrapping up 2K24, we're wrapping up the season, and we haven't gotten a chance to do a lot of really like deep end game stuff. We've kind of been like in a rut for a little while. I just decided to cheat for all of us, and I used a cheat engine. And and I gave us a lot of money and maxed out every wrestler's stamina and morale. So everyone's extremely happy, extremely healthy. I think I also cleared out injuries, at least for Drew. I might just have to turn on Cheat Engine momentarily while somebody else books. But now we have we have a shit ton of like we basically have infinite money and infinite resources and infinite assets for scouting and for logistics, so we can just stock up on wrestlers and have fun for the last few weeks. Like And just, let's just book fun shows and see
I
who can
didn't
do.
sign off on this. No, okay.
I just, I also, in part of that, just to make sure it worked, I did book a week for everyone. So we're on week 22, and we'll just do the 1 week, and we can do the last 2 weeks before the pay-per-view next week. And I did inquire some wrestlers for everyone. Kaz, I did get you John Cena and Roman Reigns, and started a rivalry for them. So you have them. Some fun stuff. All right, let me start some music. Hyperpop. Let's do some hyperpop. All right, and then let me switch the screens so that, and then of course.
Also, I don't know if Drew heard, because he came in a little late. I don't know if he heard my part of the expensive hobby thing.
Oh yeah, the photography.
Yeah, I bought more camera gear, and I'm about to buy more camera gear.
Yeah, that makes sense. At least yours, you could like parlay that into money easier.
Right.
You can't. I'm buying a film camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was incorrect.
Yeah. I was gonna say that
I thought you were getting DSLR accessories, not fucking film.
No, unless it become really pretentious and white, there's no way I'm making money.
I mean, you could do both of those things.
I was gonna say that I was considering also getting into like acquiring like sound mixer gear, but that just is business equipment acquisition, not necessarily a hobby. Like getting a mixer, a cart, an actual cart, and like mixer and gear and like a boom arm and microphones to actually be able to go out and work as a sound mixer. But that's just stocking up on the equipment you need to become a professional sound mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, oh yeah, I could do that. Now that I did the sound mixing for the one movie, I was like, oh yeah, if I invest in the gear, I can do that. Be my own.
Oh, wait, does this mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I wasn't really pressuring. I wasn't really gonna pressure you because I was doing my own thing too.
I was not paying attention on who was up.
I was also not really
do we
paying
have
attention.
Everything unlocked?
I kind of screwed up. So I cheated. I think I kind of screwed yours up where it's stuck in a way where it won't let me switch. So you might be stuck with this, but it should be fine. So, but you can if you look in Talent Scouts, look at how many Talent Scouts you have. 110 million.
Everything out.
Like I just so you can do you can search for 1 million things, and just sign whoever you want. And you can keep searching for more higher level legends and stuff like that. If you want to find more.
Take a look here in a second, but I'm looking for something slightly specific that you put in last time that you might not have put in this time.
I mean, if you keep searching, you better look for who you're looking for.
I'm looking for basketball players.
Oh no! I didn't get a chance to do that. I didn't get around to that. I'd have to port LeBron James.
We'll do that next season.
Maybe I can do that next season.
We'll have Luka, LeBron, Kyrie, Mr. Flat Earth himself.
Fucking goddamn it! That still is the fucking dumbest shit. What the fuck? Why is Charlie X?
Yeah, somebody made a Charlie XCX mod for some reason, and I was like, you know what? This is stupid enough that I want to get it.
What do you mean for some reason? That crossbreed of fandom is on point. That's on timing. I
Yeah.
could see somebody being a fan of Charlie XCXE and wrestling
Yeah. But,
easily.
Is there a Chapel Roan?
Probably.
No.
People probably didn't download it, but I bet you it exists.
I would like to think it does.
I bet no, it exists. There's no. It's not a question.
I just gotta
This
find
isn't a
it.
question. Yeah, it exists. Is there
Or I
is there
can
a
make
good
it
one? Probably not. But
I mean, there
does it
definitely
exist?
exists there definitely is a community creation, obviously, of it, but it's just a matter of the mod. Because that
Yeah,
involves,
that's what I'm saying. It just depends on how good it is,
yeah, depends
how
on
well executed.
Yeah, because like that involves like sculpting in Blender and stuff.
Mm.
Whereas you can probably easily do a community creations. But I could probably even ask for one. Like, I could commission somebody to do it. To do one. All right, let's see. Okay. Did I send it to the right? Oh.
Powerhouse Hobbs and Host Malone are going for the fucking tag titles. Fuck it.
Yeah. I did start some rivalries, I think, in the week that I booked. But
I know the ultimate answer to this question, but why are like I'm looking for going on a trip and I need like waterproof pants.
I'm sorry? Why? You need waterproof pants?
well, if like you're going on what is it? I'm thinking if you're going on like to like a somewhere where you might be like riverboating or something. I don't know. Iceland. Oh yeah, where it might be
Raining.
yeah, when it's
constantly.
rainy. Yeah.
But goddamn, bro, this shit is meant for men who don't know style.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit is just ugly.
Yeah.
And just unflattering. But I know it's more like it's just survival gear, but god damn, this shit is unflattering.
Okay, I'm gonna send this.
I've never seen more unflattering shit in my life. Can we not have a little bit of style here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just finding the it's like the people that want it's like the when you feel like when you see like a website where like the you can tell that it was made by engineers but not designers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they didn't consult any oh, you agreed that putting me in that specialty match. What the fuck are you complaining? Oh, this is which is this TNA? Oh, this is David's.
EJM.
Okay, I forgot what he did.
Good.
Actually, here you are. What did we? Oh, I think he wanted like I don't know. I forgot what he wanted. I wasn't been doing great, Ted, but I think we had a show in a bigger venue. I don't mean to tell you what to do, but I think it'll help showcase our talented roster. I'll see to it. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. The Coliseum. What is it? Oh, it's a big arena. Immortal Crew. Damn. Oh, now I feel bad for fucking up. Juice. Okay. Well, I got a achievement. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it didn't keep the max scouts. Oh, that's a bummer. That's fine. Okay. 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 Up here. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, that casket match that you wanted. It's like, my guy, that means the death of someone.
I mean, it just means they're no longer on your show. Doesn't mean they're just no longer in the roster pool, period.
No, yeah, no, they're just on your, not on your show, but it's like, they might as well be dead to you. They're dead to me. Okay, no. Okay. Lettuce, tomato. All right. Okay.
go forever, go for eons. Front like you don't be on. Pull off in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya, see ya, see ya. Be gone. See ya.
Actually, Ricky Mahon is actually oddly popular.
Be gone. Thumbing through the blues, no BB King. Back to back shit, so just looking for the ring. I wake up, I brush my teeth. I wake up, I bought 2, 3. I wake up like, ooh, that's me. Brand new car, like, ooh, that's clean. Tracksuit pants, don't wear no jeans. I'm athletic, count up 100 like prosthetics. Talking about a bag, drop bad credit. New MX, we don't use debit. Calling, brand new deals, keep calling. Tell them bring them through, need all them. For a whole kid still ballin'. I just get up and I zoom. I don't need proof on the proof. I be way up at the moon. I'm looking down on you. Hey nigga, I'm proud of you. That money I'm proud of you.
Okay. All right. I got this.
I might go forever, go for eons. Front like you don't be on. Pull up in the test.
And
When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya. See ya.
So what's up, Drew? What else on the internet's catching your attention?
See ya.
Right now, the fucking goddamn fever dream of a last Smarty Pants presentation.
With the new season?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched
Did
it
you
yet.
catch
Tell
the
me.
first episode?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
Who's on there? Who's on there?
I forget the guy's name that was the last presenter. I'll log
Yeah,
in.
we're on the internet. Just look at it.
That's what I'm doing.
I know. I'm just.
Bitch, man.
You got to talk through the steps. We're on the internet. People need to know. They don't.
Jeremy.
Mhm.
Jeremy Colhane. He did a presentation over why procrastination is good.
Okay.
And at the end, he basically likened the adrenaline rush to cocaine by doing the most like fucking coked out ending of a presentation of anything I've ever seen. It is phenomenally dumb, and I love it.
Nice.
Also,
Uh huh.
I just went away from the page, and now I forget. There was only one regular in the first episode, and it was Trap.
nice.
It is also very funny, going for the Trap thing of something like that seems like it would be a smart topic, and then completely treating it like ass. Because that's the Mike Trap way. And it was his was doing like regional dialects and making it so that the English words match up across regions. So
Right.
like the obvious and first example he used, or no, the first example he used was a stink bug, because some people call them roly-polies, some people call them potato bug, some people call them stink bugs. But then he did like pop, soda, Coke, and it was really funny. It got good. And then Arasha Lalani did Dogs Aren't Cute.
Whoa. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can do that.
It got blowback from the crowd.
Oh yeah. Arasha. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Anything
fun.
Arasha does, from watching quite a bit of Smosh, anything Arasha does has got to be unhinged.
Oh yeah, she went full heel. Dogs aren't cute, and I'm like, oh, yep, I'm in. That's funny. Let's go.
I gotta still go back and watch the I Lied saga of freaking Arasha. I enjoy Smosh. It like, especially lately, I've been enjoying some of the, I think mainly the in-studio stuff Smosh has been doing.
I think Chaz
Jeopardy is-
WCW and he's not paying attention.
No, I was listening to you guys talk. I am WCW though, but I was
Yeah.
just enjoying the conversation. Right.
But yeah, it's like they have the people in Smosh are pretty hilarious, and I love that like there's like been like crossover from them. You can give whatever money you want. You have $77 million.
Don't tell me how to roll play.
I saw that the Mythical Kitchen had Iffy Wadaway on, and I'm fucking.
It's like all like a family. Even now, especially like it's cool because like they're still like good friends with the mythical team, even though like they bought the Ian and Anthony bought the company from them.
Yeah.
But it was like you could tell like it was all done like in trust of like, okay, we know that this is your child, and we're happy to like let you take it and run with it.
Yeah. I think like they even said like there's some sort of agreement, like first right of refusal if they ever decide to sell again or whatever.
Yeah.
But like there's also a podcast that doesn't seem like it would make sense, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Which is Dwight Schrute from The Office. Not playing the character of Dwight Schrute. He's just Rainn Wilson on the podcast. But it's him talking about spirituality and religion with basically everybody. Yeah. So like he had the Alex O'Connor, the like atheist debate guy, had him on.
Yeah.
He had Rhett and Link on. Like he's had like all sorts of.
Before you do anything, let me real quick. Sorry, Drew.
No, go.
Let me turn on Cheat Engine real quick so that you can get the crazy. The crazy amount of scouts and stuff. Okay, max money. Oh, and injury removal. Just make sure. Okay.
And this in that random like
all right, go ahead.
Issue of a thing you were talking about, Drew.
Yeah.
Speaking of like podcasts that have caught my attention, there's this guy on YouTube who has this series. It's like a photography series where he like walks around with other photographers and talks to them. So it's an interview series, but he's walking around primarily with street photographers while they do street photography. And just talking to them about their process, like how they got into photography and all this shit. And it's primarily like, you know, he's talking to photographers from New York because he is a photographer from New York. But there's part of the series where he started going to other cities and talking to like other photographers from different cities and stuff. And that's just, it's like so amazing, like seeing how much people just like want to document and care about their city.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and I really love the ones where he's like, well, how do you make money from this? And they're like, I don't. Like, I'm just out here for 11 hours a day or 8 hours a day or 6 hours a day documenting life in my city, and half the time I think the photos I take are shit, and I'm like, oh wait, these people still exist. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Actually really cool.
Some Melvins taken care of. If you keep searching, you can probably find Jay.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
also spent 22 hours watching an ex-hacker play through all of The Witness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played The Witness.
Yeah.
But one, that game is fucked up. and then have somebody like Thor,
I haven't
who
gotten in there.
is known for busting like cryptographic puzzles at DEF CON. Having him do a puzzle game like The Witness. It's really funny because like the reveal in that game that happens in The Witness. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the reveal?
I didn't get deep into it, but I don't care about spoilers.
Okay.
The spoilers out there for people.
Okay, so everybody reaches this realization differently in The Witness because it's happening constantly from the jump. But the thing about The Witness is that you have those puzzles, right? Where like there's a circle and then there's an endpoint. And you hold your mouse button down and you trace the map of the maze and you get to the end and then they add a bunch of rules on it. One of the rules is you can hold your mouse button down and get that circle anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Which then means any circle, any perfect circle with a line coming out of it automatically becomes one of the puzzles.
Yeah.
So literally the entire environment at a certain point, you're like, oh shit, everything is puzzles. So you start like trying to position yourself to make the clouds your like maze so that the sun becomes your starting point, and like that's a puzzle. And like, oh, there's a circle that's like this green grass circle, and if I hold on that and like take my boat around the edge of the island, like that's a puzzle. So like seeing his mind break, like because he was walking out of it and like the door opens and then the end of that like door that lets you out into the wide world is like a semicircle, like the ending.
Yeah.
And he goes, wait, is this a puzzle? He looks back and there's a circle, and like he tries to do it, but he doesn't get his positioning right. But he's like, "Ooh, I see the bullshit you're trying to do, video game. Fucking, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it?" And then like literally 2.5 hours later, he finds one. He's like, "Fuck, I was right."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I love when things
dumb.
just hit you in the right ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the way where they play and where you find how the game works, and it's like even deeper, more involved than you even thought it was originally. Like Balatro does that. Like Balatro does a lot of really cool stuff like that, where like there's like super clever stuff that
I also just love sometimes when a game hits me in my nerd, you know what I mean? Like, like it may not be like so everyone's thing, but it hits me in my nerd. It hits me in like the way that I'm a nerd and the way I like games, and I'm like, oh shit, like.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is not even something I knew I wanted, but I'm fucking glad I have it, because like, god damn.
Yeah. Like like one random version of that is like that realization I had with playing Witcher 3. And like I did it on stream. It was during the playthrough that I did with Daisy, and the realization of, oh yeah, this is how fascism works. This is just basically showing us how fascism is. Like, oh, because there's a whole story spoilers for everyone of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The big thing of it is that you're in the I think of the southern lands. I forget what the place is, but like they're under occupation by Nilfgaardian forces, and which is a whole other country. And one of the big things, one of the ongoing like things that is happening is the hunting down and persecution of magic users, like sorcerers and witches and whatnot. And it's like you see like religious, like it's you know, very like overt, like obvious allegory for things, but like they get burned in the stake, and they you know they have like proselytizers talking about how these heathens, users of dark arts and things like that, and it's the magic users. But then the big thing is that late when you get into the late game, then suddenly it's like, okay, now it's everyone that's not human. Now it's dwarves and elves too, and it's like, yeah, there's always somebody. There's always another.
It's always got to be somebody. There's always got to be another.
Yeah, they're not gonna stay. The wolves will eat your face too at some point. So it's like it, you know, if all those dwarves and elves was like going like those dastardly magic users, I'm glad they're going after them. It's like, oh no, the wolves are eating my face too. It's like, and it was a beautiful, yeah, but that hit me like, oh yeah, this is beautiful. This works really well. And I don't want to hear anybody ever say that, and again, don't want to hear anybody ever say that The Witcher is not political. Because there's literally an overt allegory to fascism in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunts, and it works.
I
really
mean,
well.
But you got to
video games aren't political. Haven't you ever heard of Dan Riker?
But yeah, I love that it hits me that way. It hits me just that one thing that hits me like, yeah, that how it fits into the world at large and tells that nice piece of story. Okay. That's all good.
Oh, are you familiar with Dan Riker, Kaz?
I've heard the name. So here's the thing. I probably know people on the internet. I don't know their names.
Yeah,
I don't care. They're not real people. I don't care about them unless I care about them.
So Dan Riker is on Giant Bomb. He had the blinking white guy also used to be on Giant Bomb, and they did a thing together of Drew, the blinking white guy, playing Dan's favorite video game to completion. His favorite series of video games is Metal Gear Solid and all of the subsequent Metal Gear Solid games. He is also on record as saying, and mind you, he was into Metal Gear Solid as they came out, like they were his favorite games. He was waiting for them to drop while he was in college. He was waiting for Metal Gear Solid 2 to drop. So he has been on this train for a while, replaying and loving Metal Gear Solid. He also went on record and said he didn't believe video games were political.
Oh God.
No. But also, he doesn't understand metaphor or symbolism.
Was it him? No, I think it was a guy. No, I know. Oh, it was like, I think it was him.
I'm pretty sure he's producing the big meaty men slapping meat segment. I'm pretty sure.
But I think it was him that said that was confused when they were playing. What's the Jackbox game that is about rapping? It's like I forget what it's called, but it's like the one where you're giant robots.
Oh, you're a giant robot rapping. Yes, I know. Can't remember it now.
It's like, and he was like and like people were like saying like, oh, your like rhymes are terrible. It's like your poetry is terrible. It's like, and like it's like, I don't understand. I'm pretty sure I'm rhyming all right. I'm pretty sure I'm rhyming. It's like I wanted to tell him like, yes, what you're doing. Your rhymes are technically rhymes. Your your bars are technically like rhymes. In the same way that the Quiet Man is technically a game. Like, it's just that you're bad. Yes, you technically have the technical thing of a rhyme correctly, but you were doing bad. And it was hilarious that he was terrible as like coming up with clever rhymes, but it was just hilarious how he just can wrap his head around the fact that it's like, no, it's just you're bad. Wait, hold.
Two promises. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can't do this other one then. So then, as much as fun as this would be, well,
Yeah, they do have a rivalry going, but yeah, I started that rivalry. There's a cool matchup. God, that would be a cool matchup in real life. Queen Aminata and Rhea Ripley.
He also admitted in college that he loved sriracha, but he didn't realize the tops of the sriracha bottles twisted up to let sriracha out. So he cut the top of the sriracha bottle so that he could use it, and then covered it in tinfoil to keep the sriracha fresh.
Oh my god.
He also tried to make eggshells because he heard egg whites were healthy. God.
I got so many things. But yeah. On a completely different note, speaking of great women's wrestling matchups, my god, I'm so excited for tomorrow's match between Mariah May and Toni Storm. Not today, this episode. Oh my god, that whole rivalry is
so silly in like the greatest way,
and so
like, the back and forth is so fun.
Like,
it's like there's so much silliness involved, but it's still like really, really good
and really compelling, and like, my god, the interview, the like, you do not deserve the dignity of death. I sentence you to a lifetime of mediocrity. I'm like, that's such a cold ass line, and like how it ended with the simultaneous pray for her. It's like, oh my god, cinema. I'm legit. I think I'm gonna use that from now on as a like something to show people, to show them, hey, this is why I love wrestling. Like, just this interview, just that interview. Watch this interview. You don't even have to watch wrestling to understand what I love about wrestling. Like, just watch this one interview. It's so much fun. And I think, as much as the internet wants it, it probably won't happen how people want it, but it should be the main event, like, of Revolution, because that's like the most compelling feud. Like, let Cope and Moxley open the show to kind of set the pace, because it should be a great matchup with a lot of, that has it, and it is a world championship match. But that's the Moxley and Mariah. I mean, not Moxley. Tony and Mariah should main event. Should close the show. Because it should be wild. Oh, and it's funny. I think everybody's realized that Jay White is totally going to turn on Cope tomorrow. Like, the undertone of that promo that he cut on Dynamite just was... This is so...
I want more ops in my life.
Oh yeah, the ops are great.
To be honest with you, fucking Jesus Christ.
They should be trios champions. I'd say I'll put the belts on them. This is just a great combo. Like, it's the they're just the dynamics. Joe carries it as far as like the like the promos and the dynamics, and he's just a great way to lead those fun segments backstage, like the way he calls fucking word Shibata. We call it Shibata speak and spell. Like, yo, where's speak and spell? Oh my god! And that like segment where like they were beating up on Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian in the locker room, and Christian Cage opens the door, looks in, like, and then closes the door again, runs off.
That's the best. That to
It's
me,
like, it's not my problem. It's like,
yeah, treating them as like legitimately scary right off the bat. Of like, oh shit, these three decided to be together. God damn it.
Yeah. It's like,
just knowing, like, acknowledging, this is a problem. It like goes so far.
No, oh, that's so much better.
yeah.
There we go. All right.
He's an experienced special refereeing. He did it last the week I booked. He booked he special refereed Queen Aminata versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh my god! Hold on. I know you said the match itself would be great, but that match with fucking with our truth as the special guest referee.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Or even the thing like all the internet really wants, which is Tony Storm versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
With fucking R-Truth as the guest referee would be. Oh my god.
Okay. City wants to sue. Do you recall that unwanted episode from a little while back? That whole business with the escape parrot. Yeah, I do.
You're like, no, I don't. I really don't. I wasn't here.
Wants to sue us for. How much are you willing to pay for a legal defense? I mean, we have a lot of money. Okay. The thing with the parrot and the okay. Okay, let me turn off. Hopefully, I'm just gonna let me. Let's do the talent scout thing real quick. Okay, and then close cheat engine. So many. Let's. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, because the scouting's scouts always reset every week. That's nice. Okay, don't need that. Alright, let me see. Oh shit! I'm seeing. They gave Hook a towel.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, that's what made me think about it.
Yeah, because I didn't notice because I don't have Collision on. I'm just gonna watch it tomorrow morning, on Max. But I did know I was looking at Squared Circle to see if I could find the Revolution card to kind of go over it, but But yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, it's perfect. That's all they needed. That's all they needed. Let's see the match poster. Okay, so we got the Hurt Syndicate versus the Outrunners. That should be fun. Fucking Monet versus Momo Watanabe, which should be a cool showcase for Momo. I think hopefully people get to see what she can do. Fucking, oh my god, Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. Ricochet has really brought it in the fucking shithead heel department. Like the it's beautiful. It's perfect. Like the laugh, the glasses, the outfits, the like. It's like, wow, maybe it kind of makes you think like maybe the promo problem wasn't him after all.
But sometimes I think it's the across from talent too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't get so caught up. I think certain people need to switch for certain reasons.
Yeah.
And I think that's more the place we're getting to now, where certain people are like, you know what, the skill set I have works better over here than it does over there.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, and then there are some people moving back and forth because, you know, the market's really good just to do that in general right now for them. You know what I mean? Like, they can make a, you know, and which I'm happy. Like,
Yeah.
get the money.
And some people just, you know, they just crave to being under the loving arms of Papa H. They want to be back under his loving arms, and they think that's where they're going to be, you know, they're going to thrive for some reason. It's like, all right, good for you. I don't know. You know, as long as it works out for the wrestler, that's cool. But you know, I'm also always cynical when it involves going to the WWE. But as long as it works out, it's fine.
I mean,
I just don't trust that company at all.
Hey, speaking of the big product,
Yeah.
they turned the internet a little bit with the John Cena heel turn.
Oh yeah. I did see that. It was a great head turner.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody say they hope they go all the way with it and just let him start fucking making kids cry. Just steal things from children.
Oh yeah, still the, you know, Chuck Taylor, bring the full on Chuck Taylor action, you know. Yeah. Go full Chuck Taylor and start yelling at children. Forgot he was in a rivalry with Ray Fanix. Okay, this is a nice balance. Honestly, this probably will do better than this matchup.
I just want him to. I feel like he's going to do the thing where he like comes down to the ring in his more like what he is known for now attire, which is like suits.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna come out with the robe, and well, I think. I mean, not to spoil the most obvious spoiler, but he's gonna come out with a completely, like altered, snipped up, and redone robe. He's gonna completely fuck up the robe. That's the tease. Like that, he's been carrying those specifically Taylor scissors. Like those aren't just any scissors. Those are Taylor scissors. I think I forgot the word, but like, and it's like, yeah, that's the obvious tease right there.
I was talking about Cena.
Oh no, okay, I was talking about Ricochet, but yeah. I'm lost in the conversation. And it's ADHD for you. But yeah, Cena coming out with the suits, looking all like how he does in every interview. And he could go all full heel, but like he could also just keep acting like the eloquent, nice guy.
Yeah, I think
Despite-
that's what he does, right? You go from the everyman to the like, you don't, right? Because the whole thing with The Rock is the final boss, right? You go to the VP kind of role, right? You're like, this is what's good for business. Like,
Yeah,
I'm doing this for the business.
he's a company guy, and just lean into him being the company guy.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the good of the company, for the
Oh my God,
business.
is this the reimagining of the corporation?
Yeah.
I mean, that's automatically when this started happening. That's what I assumed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a corporation.
And then,
The Rock,
oh,
the new Vince McMahon.
just
In a sense, yeah.
I just thought of something. And this would be so like Hunter, put himself as the good guy, like against the authority figure of The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's trying to get people together to like fix it.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. God damn it.
Off we go.
I hate that the idea works so well.
Okay, let me while I'm at it, let me look at okay. Sorry for all the this noise. Okay.
Good.
The like doom 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 doom. Oh, there's Hook. Is there anybody I would want? Bring in more of the odd characters, maybe. Cope.
Excuse me.
Alright. Okay. So actually, let's make this a fatal four-way. Those two.
You know, I dug myself into the hole, but some essay nerds on YouTube must have had recently got into The Wire. Because, like,
Makes sense.
there's so many essay videos on The Wire that are only like 6 months to like a year old.
Yeah. Cruiser.
And I'm just like, you recently watched The Wire. Good for you.
Good for you.
I need to watch The Wire.
Yeah.
I watched like I think most of the first season,
Mhm.
and then something happened, and
Right.
it was one of those situations where I was like, I'm gonna have to rewatch everything that I've already watched
Mhm.
to catch my head back up on what the fuck is happening right now,
Yeah.
and it was daunting to like, oh, I have to rewatch 8 hours to finish this season that I have like 3 hours left in. Awesome. And then I have like 3-4 more seasons after this. Awesome. Just great.
Yeah. Don't let, if you do get back into it, do not let the second season deter you. It means so much more in the aftermath of that season. And yes, it is slow, and yes, it feels a little bit out of place. But once you get through kind of the meat of season 2, and you think it didn't mean anything, it means something.
Gotcha.
you go from like this whole like, you know, us versus them, the cops versus the drug dealers, you know, the day and day shit to like almost a Sopranos-esque season in season 2. And you're just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like,
I got it.
That was that realization of the turn
mhm.
was I started watching Breaking Bad on like 6 separate occasions and kept stopping after like the second or third episode because I'm like, I can't take, like, I knew people that used meth, like I like had seen
Oh yeah,
a lot of bad shit on that. So like those first like 3 episodes where it's just like, oh, this guy is dying of cancer and meth sucks was fucking hard to watch. And then somebody was like, get to episode 5. Just push through to episode 5. And that was, I think, the episode where like all of a sudden shit started going haywire. And like they started slowly turning into meth dealing superheroes instead of like sad meth boys. And I'm like, God damn it. Okay, fine.
That's kind of what I loved about The Wire, and I think a lot of people don't get, and they leave out the nuance of, because a lot of people focus on the like, oh, this person versus this person, oh, how this person outsmarted this person, and I'm like, I fucking love that it starts as kind of propaganda,
Yeah.
but then you start to realize the police are dog shit.
Yeah.
and what seems very heroic is this one man's crusade to kind of be like Sherlock Holmes, and even in that Sherlockian sense of being like a really good detective and never giving up on the case, you realize that person's an asshole. Like, that's not a good person. Like when you put Sherlock Holmes in the real world, that's not a good person.
Sherlock Holmes is a bad human being.
Sherlock,
like,
They
did that correctly in like the Benedict Flip Cumberflap fucking Sherlock. He's kind of a douche.
Yeah. And a little bit is because of copyright. Like if you want to use the public domain Sherlock, he has to be a douche. But yeah, it basically is that. Like he's like he has to be a sociopathic douchebag. But that's part of it.
And then you get these people who are supposed to be the representatives of the things that are destroying their community, but you realize even within that, in such a weird way, they're giving back to their communities.
Yeah.
And like you start with like this dislike of these people who are city and neighborhood and like hero of a sense.
Oh,
and
no.
No,
the drug dealers.
Don't worry about it.
And like you're like, oh, you know, these dudes are drug dealers, and they're what's wrong with like the poor black neighborhoods and shit like that. And then you're like, yeah, but these are kind of heroes, and they're kind of just
doing what they need to do.
There's a sense of they're doing what they need to do, and they're doing what they thought the only path to success was. You know what I mean? Like, and man, when you get to certain parts of it, and like even the parts that I love, where like somebody dies because of someone's like machismo, like somebody just like their manhood got hurt, so somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's just, there's such weird shit in there that just like I think you said like for you, Drew, I knew and grew up with some of those kind of people, and you're just like, yeah, but he's not really a bad guy. Yeah, he killed 3 people, but he's not a bad guy. Like,
just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
He loves his grandma, dude. Like, he hosts the ladies across the street. He just robs dope dealers. Like,
But it's like, it's like the situation. It really is about the reality of like, for certain historical and economical reasons, it's just sometimes there just is only certain options for you. If you're from certain places or in certain neighborhoods, or if you're black or brown, you know, like, and you didn't, and you're not a son of African scholars or some shit like that, like,
Right. Especially if you're like, again, it's that dichotomy, right? Like that's I think the thing that like
it's like,
there is the weird thing that people miss, I think, in like early 90s rap music. Like especially around like the West Coast, East Coast stuff and all of that, is that if you actually listen to the stories, it's very human stories of like, nah, I don't want to do this. I want to do right by my parents, but like, we need to survive.
yeah. And like, I love it. It's like anybody that tells like, these kids, they need to stay in school and they'll live better lives, is like, they've never been in a hood school. Like,
Right.
Like, if you've never been in a school in the hood, like, you don't understand. Like they are in school. That's where they sometimes that's where they start these things.
Like, no, just try harder. Like, oh, okay. I wasn't. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Forgot I wasn't trying hard enough.
It's like you're fucking. These people are struggling economically, and the white world is going. It sounds like a skishu to me. It's like they're being told it's a skishu. I'm like, no, you're cheating. You have aimbot.
Right.
You literally have aimbot and unlimited supplies. Like,
if you want to say, just pay more attention and do better in school as a way to get yourself out of bad situations, then the way we fund the schools should not be set by property values, therefore putting the people in bad situations in schools that are underfunded and don't have the things available to help people succeed and get out of those situations. I don't know. Crazy idea.
Oh, yeah. No, here's the thing. They know.
Oh, yeah. No,
they know because they do, and that's how they know to do it the other way. To make sure these people don't prosper, make sure the people stay dumb.
Okay. Drew, literally, what you explained is the fourth season of The Wire.
Yeah.
Wait, is the fourth season of The Wire education being funded by redlining?
It's about the Baltimore public school system.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And how it lets kids down more so than anything.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, no, that's a fucking, oh hey, maybe redlining and funding my property taxes bad plan. Weird.
Yeah.
Fuck, God damn it.
Post Malone is
Also,
beating up
that
on the Good
reminds me,
Brothers.
like weird school stuff reminds me, I still gotta watch Abbott Elementary.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep. I watched a couple episodes. I
Also,
gotta keep watching it.
I know you said you watched the first season, Drew, right?
I think most of it, yeah.
But just think about this, right? You have Idris Elba, Wood Harris, a young Michael B. Jordan, like in like those first few seasons of that show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, also I think part of it was also I started The Wire directly after watching every single episode of The Shield. So when I fell off, there was a certain like, okay, I just finished 7 seasons of Cop. Do I want to go back for another like multi-season Cop show?
Like I said, when
I love The Shield though.
cops are part of the play, but this is the
Jeff
flow
Canaro
of
does
that
say it's the greatest
show
show ever. The Shield.
that I really love, right? Because it starts with like the drug dealers and the cops, right? And then as that show flows, you start to get into the other elements of like the city that revolve around those things, right? So it starts to involve the politicians within the city, right? And how they're involved between the
Wait.
cops and the drug dealers. And then it starts to
Wait.
flow into like the everyman
minute.
and how that flows into things.
Okay,
And then
let's just distract her the fact that I'm pretty sure Post Malone is off world and glitched out.
oh yeah, no, he had to go do a show.
He's somewhere. They keep gesturing that way. Back
Yeah,
there,
he's somewhere in that elevator. He had to do a Bud Light commercial.
Yeah.
And then because it also at a certain point it gets into the journalism that like flows into those things in that series. It's just so fucking like every element that it adds is fucking crazy, and you feel like it's gonna be too much, but it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the season when it kind of focuses on the school kids is also kind of just rough. He's in the walls.
yeah, he's in the walls. So I think what happened is Big LG whipped him into the elevator and he fell down, and then he tried to follow him in, and like I don't know what happened, but LG emerged down there, but I never saw Post Malone. I thought he had like gone down and like he was gonna follow him and he was gonna come out and like he was gonna be right out there, but like I was like, oh wait, did Post Malone like run off and like go back upstairs on the ladder or something? Like, but now I see them all like they're chasing him. Like Carl Anderson is like trying to get at him, and he just is getting in the elevator.
Somebody pinned someone.
Yeah. I gotta. Oh man, I wish I could fucking. I wish I had free roam cam. Well, I think the thing is with the backyard brawl, it's like to knock out. So as long as somebody hits a really big
boundary break.
yeah, that literally is where Post Malone is in the wall next to the elevator. Like you can see his hands
Just on the
popped out.
swing. Yeah. Oh no.
They all went out. They're all gone.
Oh god damn it.
They're all gone. Oh man. This is they're all gone. Everybody's gone. But they're all fighting each other. This is great. This is a great video game. There's only one mod here. So I'm gonna there's Hobbs.
Hobbs found a way out.
Hobbs got off upstairs. It's just
He's the only one left.
oh my god. This one I can't even say it's the mod. That is all 2K24. Oh my god. All right. Good brothers win.
And still.
And still champions. The Steiner brothers, disgusted with their performance by Hobbs and Malone, decided to call them out and said,
What the fuck was that?
where'd you go? It's like Steiner geometry. We're gonna have the Steiner geometry promo. I would love to. We had Steiner math. Now we're gonna have Steiner geometry. Steiner try to make a promo all about no clipping. All right.
If you go into an elevator and the elevator traps you, but if Steiner goes into an elevator, Steiner traps the elevator.
See, I'm a genetic freak. I can't go out of bounds. Wherever I am at, wherever I am, that's where inbounds is. I love that for Deej's thing. He has a simultaneous thing going on where like he has the rivalry of the tag team champions. They have their heated rivalry of the tag team champions. It's wild. That would be a legit fun angle. And like where they're simultaneously also in a tag team rivalry and fighting to keep those titles or win them back, you know, like they hate each other, but they also want to stay tag team champions. Like, because we've had, you know, reluctant tag team champions, but how about the people that want to be tag team champions but still hate each other?
Mm-hmm.
That would be perfect. Ludwig Kaiser versus Rage Holland. Probably not going to rate too well. It's just a random matchup. Oh, I didn't even get him. There you go. Going to pump up this rivalry back and forth.
Side note, dogs are fucking stupid.
Sometimes.
Like Arasha said.
No, she said they weren't cute.
And, you know,
But-
that's all connected.
Dog has discovered the mirror that is beside the bed.
Nice.
He's also discovered that he doesn't like the dog that is in the mirror beside the bed.
Yeah.
Fucking god damn it.
Moonstar. So, what else is happening in WWE? Because I don't. I know Jade Cargill attacked Naomi.
Well, just because Naomi started it.
Yeah.
That's going on. You got.
I did see that Naomi did it for the Bianca. She did it for the people.
Yep.
I did it for the Rock.
Now Bianca's in a love triangle. With Jade Cargill and Naomi.
Yeah.
And I support it. What else is going on? Oh, Rhea Ripley's having a breakdown. Because you know, she lost Dom and now she's losing all of her girlfriends.
Yeah. Which is really, that's where really, I imagine, it makes sense that that's where it really fell apart. It's like losing some shithead dude, whatever. But losing the girlies, that's a heartbreak.
Because she cost Io Sky her chance at Elimination Chamber. So then Io was like, no. And then Bianca came out and cheered for Io and Io and Rhea's match and not for Rhea. And then Rhea lost the title. And so now she has nothing.
She's got nothing.
Maybe hinting at some reinvention or just some maybe a little downturn for a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe like a little bit of retool of the personality of the character.
Yeah. In other boring character news, you have Charlotte Flair and Tiffy Stratton.
Yeah.
Where fucking Tiffy was on a rocket ship and the space debris known as Charlotte Flair somehow collided with it.
And then, you know, Charlotte Flair was like, that doesn't work for me, sister. Like, I can only imagine. I share Deej's appreciation for Charlotte in general. I think she's great, but like, there are times where it's like, hey, you know, it's time to lift others up. Like,
There is, but I think it's more the way that in which it is like going about just seems random and unnecessary. And I know sometimes they find ways to turn it around, and that's kind of WWE's thing is like the wait and see. But this is just boring.
yeah.
Like this buildup is just literally boring. I would have rather like, cool, she won the Royal Rumble. She's gonna stalk Tiffy or whatever. But like, I don't know. Every week it's just been awkward and boring because like to get to the spots that they're getting to just make no sense. Like, I don't know. It's just boring. That's really all I can say about it. Is it's just boring. There's so much other compelling shit going on, and this is just cannon fodder.
Yeah. Is it just a general thing about it? Do you I don't want to say blame because that's a mean way to put it, but who do you think has a bigger opportunity to like improve and bring more to it?
I don't know because I can't.
You can't put your finger on it.
Yeah, right. Because you build up Tiffy's character to be like kind of the smart long-term manipulator, and you know she has the skills. We've always known she has the in-ring skill, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, that's always been there. And then you bring in someone like Charlotte Flair, who, you know, I wasn't around for like the kind of big peaks of the character, but is always kind of just the straightforward, like I'm gonna out wrestle you kind of person.
Yeah.
And then like runs into, you know, she ran into Rhea, who like just out wrestled her. So like, but they're just giving there's no Tiffy space, you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
and then Charlotte, like, oh, and like Tiffany's having this match with this other person, and this is really compelling. Oh, and then the match ends, and now awkwardly for no reason, Tiffany's just laying in the middle of the ring while the ref helped everyone else out of the ring, but didn't help Tiffy out of the ring. And then now Charlotte's gonna come in the ring and just stand there.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I without seeing it, but that does sound like that does sound like it could be done better. Like you can have like there are better ways to do. Look at this hand. Oh, this something is happening over here. Like. I feel like it's not. I don't want to say, oh, it's not too hard, but it's like you can have while the referee is helping one wrestler, Charlotte comes out and beats up Tiffany on the other side, like. But then again,
Which is what they did this last week.
But is Charlotte is I presume Charlotte is the face in this, like the good gal, or is she not?
No, because Tiffy, much like Jey Uso right now, just has the fans. You know what I mean? So like,
okay,
she can't be a heel.
So yeah, so like Charlotte, presumably being the heel in this, can just attack her from behind when she's, you know, like while they're helping the opponent out, or like, you know, while they're doing this stuff and the opponent's leaving, and that, like, in the moment, rather than have to have this. Then this, like things can go a little bit more at the same time.
But even you, right? There's such a easy setup, right? Tiffany Stratton's whole character thing is she's the it girl, right? Like that's kind of what that character is built upon, right? She's the it girl, right? So it's Tiffy time, it's Tiffy's time, right? Like I'm the it girl, I'm the right now. You know what I mean? Like the in the kind of the layering of it. And then you pair her up against Charlotte Flair, right? Who is a multi-time champion, who, you know what I mean? Like, and you can be like, you, all Charlotte has to constantly do is come out and like you could put Tiffy on a losing streak where she's not losing the belt, right? Because she's going to challenge for the belt at WrestleMania. But you could put her in this situation where Charlotte constantly mocks her, right? Where she's losing or she struggles to get the win or all these other kind of things. And she can be like, you know, I've been the it girl and I've been the right now, but I am forever. You know what I mean? Like you could be like, because like I am eternal type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my time is always now, bitch, if I'm here. Like
Yeah.
I've done this, you know, 14 times I've been champion. This is your first time. You are a flash in the pan to me. Like
Yeah.
you can make it so much more compelling about who their characters are. But like it just feels like we're taking a little too long to even get to that part. And it's like, and I'm like, cool, right? You know, WWE, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. But I'm like, hold on, there is no wait and see because WrestleMania ain't that far away, bitch. like,
It is it, and I'm resisting the urge to make snarky comments, even though I am not watching the product, so I would probably be speaking out of turn. Like my instinct was to go like to get the snarky comment of, but it's AEW, can't tell stories. But my impression from the outside in is it feels like rather than them wanting you to think it's wait and see, but it's actually more like wait until we figure it out.
a little bit, yeah.
Wait and wait to see what do we do. And I think like historically in the previous regimes and current regimes, because I don't know, like honestly, I think people oversell how different the current regime versus the previous regime is. It's just one person. A lot of the people are still the same, so a lot of the philosophies are still the same. So it's just the only difference is that now people pretend to be nice at work. Like your bosses are now pretending to be nice rather than being an asshole to your face, which is fun. And honestly, sometimes that's better. You know, sometimes you just want to pretend to be nice and then stay out of my way. You know, at least let me not have to fucking actually deal with.
I will say this, Doug. You know the thing I am looking forward to most, the wrestling event of the century.
Yeah.
Is fucking D20 D20 X WWE.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. I was excited when it first like teased it when Chelsea Green accidentally leaked that picture, like, or probably on purpose, honestly. And like it was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah. And then when I finally saw that cast lineup, I was like, perfect.
I gotta look it up again. I didn't get a chance to see the trailer. Who was it?
It's Kofi, Xavier, Bailey, and Chelsea.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
If you're gonna do WWE only in the dome, those are the people.
It would have been like the only the people that were missing are the people that are no longer there. Like the other person would have been obviously Athena, but she's no longer there.
Athena would have been great
because like she's the D&D second edition nerd.
Yeah, I would also say.
But yeah, the up down
would be
people
on my list because Kenny plus Xavier is always good to me.
Yeah. But if it's the only WWE people, then those people make sense. Or maybe like, I know Alexa Bliss enjoyed doing the D&D thing they did on Up and Down. A couple of the other people did, but yeah, that makes sense. But obviously, Austin Creed's going to be in part of it.
Oh yeah, no, like that's first valid. Like,
and then Kofi's down to do anything, especially Up and Down related. Like. Kofi's always like down to do anything like related to the up down stuff. or tangentially related. So it's like like those two are lock-ins.
Yeah.
So I have to ask before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody been following the newest and hottest rap beef
No.
between Alabama Barker and Bad Baby?
No, what?
I
What
don't
is
even know
that?
what those names are.
So you know Bad Baby. Don't act.
Do I?
Cash me.
Keep
Go
going,
Cash
keep
Me
going.
Outside. Okay.
Cash
I
Me
don't know the
Outside.
name. Yeah, okay. I don't know the name. I know
You
Cash
just
Me
you
Outside.
made me type that into Google.
She's Cash Me Outside Girl. That's not her name. Isn't
Yeah,
Bad Baby.
so-
Her name isn't
oh,
Bad
her-
Baby. Her name is Cash Me Outside Girl.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is her versus Travis Barker's daughter. And it all has to do with one of their baby daddies. I don't know.
Bad Baby's Baby Daddy.
Bad Baby's baby daddy. Okay, thank you. All my pop culture knowledge is being learned to me through my fiance. But Bad Baby's father apparently also fucked Travis Barker's daughter. And Travis Barker's daughter like made a rap song about Bad Baby, and then she had to make another one, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
This
Uh-huh.
sounds
Like-
made up. This sounds made up. I just want
Yeah.
to let you know this sounds made up.
It sounds like something that
I
should be
wish I
better
was lying to you, dude. Like, because it's a level. It's okay. Like, Bad Baby at one point was talking about fucking Travis Barker's kid's smelly vagina, which then made me think of Stitches,
and
which
honestly,
made me laugh.
I try not to think about Stitches.
Also, I don't know if I told you this, Kaz. I got to show fucking Stitches to Amber recently.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You remember
Amber.
Stitches, right?
Yeah, and I said, tell her I'm sorry. She had to experience that.
Me too. Tell her I'm sorry as well.
I forget what I was. I think I said something like about getting high off my own supply, and like I started doing like the head movements and screaming hell yeah, and she was real confused, so I had to show her the song. Oh man.
And they say brain rot is a Gen Alpha thing.
Oh, it is not new.
No, it is not.
Like,
people want to act like brain rot is like, no, we've been brain rotting since the 2000s, man.
mhm.
Fucking, I think I get said it on Blue Sky. It's like, if you're a millennial and you fucking incessantly saying peanut butter jelly time over and over again, I don't want to hear you talking shit about Skibbity Toilet. Like, no siree, because it's literally the same thing, and also literally just as funny and fun and super fun to sing. Oh, speaking of Skibbity Toilet, as you know,
Oh God.
I did get. I don't know if I mentioned that I got the trading sticker packs at Target, and I did. I'd opened them up on the stream, and because I was like, there were these blisters, and it said like trading cards, the trading sticker pack cards, trading stickers, things like that. And it's like there are these like blisters, and they had a pack inside. And I'm like, I grabbed them to open up on a stream on one of the tank episodes for the memes, and I opened them, and they're these holographic stickers, and I'm gonna be honest, with pretty cool art, like meme aside, all the art was really cool, and they had these different designs of the characters in like different poses and different things, like, or just like even it just said Skibbity Toilet, but it really like nice and handcrafted and had a bunch of really like unique looks and things like that. I was like, this is actually pretty cool. They're actually pretty cool. Like, you know what? I might put some stickers around, some Skibbity toilet, some Speakerman stickers there or somewhere. I have no idea who these characters are, obviously, because I've never seen like the expanded universe of the Skibbity Cinematic Universe SCU, different SCU, but apparently there's a guy named Speakerman. So there's the original Skibbity, and then there's the person with a camera as a head. I don't know who that person is. It's wild.
I have to direct you to the general chat.
I just looked at that.
God damn it. It
So, this is within the region in which you live, right? Because
that is
these people look like they are from Ohio.
Yeah, this is Ohio.
Ohio.
that I'm not gonna say it out loud, obviously, but the school represented there would be the district that Harper would be going to.
There's two people in that photo that I think are carrying this team.
Are you mid left? Is one of them? I imagine.
Mid center left.
Yeah, or are you talking long hair or the one next to long hair?
No. The one like so you have that second row, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's third person in, right?
The black
And
kid.
then
The brown kid.
and then bottom row, fourth person in. Those two fucking bowling legends. I can tell.
I would also say, no, that's gotta be yeah.
Oh, the top left is presumably the teacher.
I would say top left and top middle are the teachers. Also, the dude in the middle on the left with the curly carrot top hair, that looks like he looks dead inside.
Oh, he's there for extra credit.
Yeah. He's there because
he
doesn't want to go
wants
home.
to go home and listen to Iced Earth and
Yeah, he doesn't want to go home.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go home. He'd rather be somewhere else, but he doesn't want to go home, and he can't get away with doing anything other than I have to do something after school. I've got the bowling team.
Yeah. But that kid, number one, fourth row. We're on the internet. Second joke that popped in my head is that kid knows the geometry of a ball just looking at it.
Second, fourth column, second row,
fourth column, very first kid.
Oh, top left
or third column. I'm sorry, third column, very first kid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That kid's so Skibbity.
Yeah.
So Phantom Tax.
All right.
And then the bottom middle is just like cool Napoleon Dynamite.
Mm-hmm. That kid did not know what they were signing up for. It was a dare from the cool kids.
That is
No.
Bottom middle is Napoleon Dynamite if he wasn't autistic.
No, because here's the thing. I just noticed something about that kid specifically, and he is trying to get somebody in this group to come to his youth group with him.
Oh, yeah, that too. But he's cool. Like, give him like 10 years, and he's sitting backwards in a chair, rapping about the Lord. Rapping with the youth about the Lord.
You know who else had it tough when he was a kid?
Everyone in this room right now.
And Jesus.
God damn it. Yeah, I almost got into an argument with an Uber driver a couple days ago because they were real for Jesus, and I just wouldn't let it go that I'm not.
Oh my god.
Because normally I'm just like, yeah, you got it, bro. I just wanna get to where I'm going.
Yeah.
But it was one of those days where I was like, cool, let's do it.
God, I can't say what this is from because because of reasons. Because even alluding to the reasons would be giving away why and who. But there was definitely this guy, and that was part of this thing recently. That like we were just doing our thing. I'm being very vague, but I have to be because I don't want to be like talking shit openly. But it was like do this thing, and then suddenly like I hear him talking about, I think it's just like I feel like people with the people don't realize how cool Jesus was. Like it's like I thought he was cool like guy. It's like, and it was this whole thing. It was like, wow, you are full on youth pastor vibes going on. Like it was just it just felt so out of nowhere and random.
Yeah.
And then he was talking to this guy who's like, what was it? I don't even remember what he like claimed, but there was this like, he was another one that was involved in this. He was Jewish. And like he grew up, doing going more temple and stuff like that. And like he said something about how like, if you think about it, Jesus was the thing, and what they say about like the, and then like the guy was like, well, I guess we could have heard differently, but the way I heard it, and he goes down the list of like, he goes on a detailed explanation on how it actually is taught in Jewish faith, and just quietly like destroys the guy's the guy's thing, and just calmly and politely. It's just like it was hilarious. I wish I could remember I wish this story would be a lot better if I could remember the details, or if I could speak the details. But but it was just to say that it was a very like odd. It was very odd, but kind of very but super hilarious, kind of funny even. Greg Miller.
Yeah, because my thing was like, I was just in my mode where I'm like, nah, I like to focus on community as a whole.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm trying to be like, when I get into these arguments with people, I'm trying to be a little bit better at walking people through things. You know what I mean? Because I know they're going to be a little standoffish in the first place. Like they really think they want to have that argument, but they don't really want to have that argument.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, my thing is I focus on community as a whole. I don't want to focus on like certain parts or secular parts of community. And it's just like, well, if we get the churches back in the neighborhoods, that I'm like, and that is a part of community. Like I believe that's a part of community. And if that's what you want to focus on to help bring community back, great. Like I have inherent issues with that because I don't think those have always been positive parts of community, but they can be. But I just want to focus on community as a whole. Like, and and for me, I think we're saying the same thing, and it's like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, I'm not, but that's okay. Like, it's okay for us to disagree, because I think overall we still both want good things. And it's like, no, just like, my guy,
Leave me alone.
You're mad. I'm not. Like, so maybe just by that metric, maybe one of us is just right and the other one's wrong because of that. Like,
yeah. I am PD Rave. I am bleeding like a stuffed pig.
yeah.
I am bleeding all over, like it's gone down to my chest. And like, oh my God, I've just been abused this whole match. Like, holy crap.
Dedication to the bit. My man bought a bottle of Heinz ketchup.
Yeah, like, fucking.
when they only allowed space for a packet. Like,
Yeah.
holy.
Like, fucking, how many squibs did I bring into this? and fucking spirit gum onto my chest. Like, also, I should shout out if people heard at the entrance. My theme is "Tsunami" by Bambi Thug, but the beginning is the Parade of the Charioteers intro, and that's as a tribute to Jimmy Rave. I kind of I edited that together to kind of pay tribute to Jimmy Rave as part of my entrance in game. Rest in peace. But I wanted to shout that out the first time I got a chance to when we would see my character in game.
That's kind of what I started out looking for, was everyone's characters. I'm like, if we're coming to the end, I just want everyone's characters. I just want to.
I'm gonna try. I didn't get a chance
to.
Yeah, I gotta get. I didn't do it this for 2K24, but 2K25, I'll make a better effort of getting everyone's like characters in as well. Like our respective fun creative characters. We need a ridiculous Italian Drew in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe even throw in some like streamers and shit. Get some VTuber character. Hell yeah! Look at me, holy crap. I am drenched in blood, but I am victorious. My God, I think that's all my blood on the mat. I don't think anyone else got busted open.
I think everyone did, but no one was as committed as you were.
Yeah, they didn't blade like I did. Like they just kind of gave a little like slice. I put like I was somewhere underneath, like near the ring, just jamming myself in the head, like dun, 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 dun. Like that one gif that like a little fan cam somebody got of fucking CM Punk at All In, just like jabbing his forehead. His match. Now I got a rivalry with young Scott Steiner. Weak promo from Roman Reigns.
1, 2, bring it.
What that trick? Simulate. Ooh. Saying the champ. So I kind of want that third one. And it's a normal match too. Well, oh fuck. Yeah, that should be fine.
2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
I should have made that fall count anywhere. Or something. Alright. Some rivalries grow. This is the meat battle. We're building that rivalry.
1, 2, ring it.
Alright, growing that rivalry. Oh, dude, that rivalry. Alright, we're Nashville, Tennessee. Fatal 4-way women's match for AEW Dynamite.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring from Glasgow, Scotland,
Let's see. Oh yeah, free now, newly, recently released Island Dawn. All right, let's see. So she probably is gonna be going back to wrestling as Courtney Stewart, presumably.
We'll see.
I wonder if she goes back to the UK and just does the indies there for a little while. It would be a good thing to start with. Go back, hang out Pro Wrestling EU.
Yeah, but
ICW.
we talked about this at the beginning. The bags are just out there. They're just
Yeah.
hanging. You just gotta Mario jump at this point.
Yeah. It just depends on where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Like she might just focus on that, on like, especially if maybe it really depends on where she's at, and it might be more comfortable for her to get her feet back under her and maybe develop something on the indies. Especially like maybe going to see some promotions that she'd like to be on. Like, you know, I like to believe that some of these do like going back to their home promotions and like, you know, like at least getting to say hi and like hey, I'm back.
From Chicago, Illinois,
Sky blue. Not that sky blue. Of course, by that I mean that she's not the nerdcore rapper Sky Blue, because he's spelled differently. I think the blue in his name is BLUU. So she's the wrestler Sky Blue. Wait, was Elbow? No, I don't think Elbow. Oh no, she's still signed to WWE.
from Washington, D.C.,
Stevie boy. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing Collision tomorrow morning. And then seeing Revolution tomorrow. Collision has been like fantastic lately. And like in its own right, like just like it's not the B show anymore. Honestly, there's just two A shows. Like they both have their own thing going on, and they're both doing it really well. And, like you can find it, like finding different ways to do even the ambush or the like cut different promos. Like they've been like the Mariah May Tony Storm thing is a prime example. there's so many different types of promos, and finding new ways to do the ambush or whatever, like the bit where Mariah May dresses the local talent as like in Tony's robe, and when she's distracted, Tony Storm sneaks in, and and that was clever. The fact that they played with I think it was Collision, where they have those like B-roll moments where like they run down the events that are happening with each wrestler with what you just presume is canned B-roll of them walking backstage, and then when they got to Tony Storm, Mariah May attacks and becomes a whole it just rolls right into it being its own segment. Like it's just playing with with different conventions, and like that's what I think, to your point of like being stuck in a rut of just always doing the same thing without trying to come at it with different angles and tell different parts of it's where I didn't get to I forgot to say where I was going with the new regime and the old regime. I think historically one of the things that they've been weak at was they've been booking for the moments but never the in-between. They are like they are the spot monkeys of storytelling. They have the moments thought out. Okay, but like, what if this moment? Okay, but how do you get there, and what do you do afterwards? Like sure, they gave Kofi Mania, but then okay, then what? And like, Big E winning, and then what? They just don't have anything that for the before, middle, and afterwards. Or they don't have a lot. Like sometimes they do. I'm not saying that it's a blanket, but it's been a historical issue.
Yeah, they only think in third acts.
Yeah, like at least a lot. Like generally, they have their they have the exceptions, and obviously it's not a blanket statement, but it's a historical issue that they've had. And I think that what I hear of what you were talking about with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany, it might be like they some reason they struggle to what do you do in the meantime? It's like, okay, easily do different interviews, promos, like it's like the sit down interviews is another one way to do it. Like, and I think they still don't understand that what AEW solved with the one issue with the sit down interview was like, oh, these people hate each other. Why would they sit down for across from each other? Easy, if they agreed to not attack each other. Just have the interview going. Literally, AEW solved it by always have the interviewer thanking them for being there. Literally say, thank you for both being here, and thank you for both for agreeing to no physicality. Boom, you have explained away that thing. It's very obvious and very turnkey, but like it works. Like you're just like, why do these people that absolutely hate each other, why are they sitting across from each other for this interview? Easy, because they agreed to. They agreed that they weren't going to attack each other in this moment for the sake of this interview. And that's the only reason they got the interview done. They were agreed to let them speak across from each other. Like, so I don't want I think it's things where that it's an opportunity for growth. I think, especially with if we were talking about in a regime that actually wants and likes wrestling now, at least presumably. You know, it's like you want to see I want to see, I'm not in a place where I can go back and consume the product, but for those that do, I want to see I've always been like the positive that I was hoping for with the change of regime was like people in charge that actually
Actually, like the way wrestling tells a story.
Yeah, and actually like wrestling in general. And I thought, okay, it's going to be good for the people that are. It's going to be a better product for the fans that are there to consume it, because I want that for the people that are there, and I want them to have something that they can enjoy, even if it's not something that I'm going to be consuming, at least not for now.
You know what? Also, side note, I was just thinking of this, and something that's starting to slowly come back in modern wrestling, that is really great, is acknowledging the fact that you have a storyline happening on Monday.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily stop until like through to the next show, right?
Yeah.
So like my thought is, and the one that like made me think about this before was the Hangman Swerve stuff, where like Swerve, like if you were following along through the week, Swerve was like going to his old like places in town because he was back in his hometown because it was his hometown show.
Yeah.
And like utilizing the fact that wrestling stories are not stories that start and then like have neat in betweens, and it's not just okay, well, they did the story part Monday and we'll see the next story part next Monday. It's like, no, like part of the fun is the fact that it's still happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking cool.
Like,
so, like, acknowledging that in cool ways. Like, not saying, like, oh, like, the people think, like, oh, Swerve and Hangman are gonna get into a fight in an airport. Like, that's dumb. But, like, just acknowledging, like, stuff is happening and it could add into the storyline. Weird.
Like Mariah May attacking Tony Storm during the premiere of Queen of the Ring. That was, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I do.
That was brilliant. That was good. I also love the idea of like there's at least a couple people there that had no idea what was going on.
Right.
Like you bring a wrestling moment to a movie about wrestling.
Yeah, but as at least a couple of people who are just there because it's like, okay, another premiere here at the theater. Okay, let me like just they book that theater and they're just there to work the whatever this booking this is. It's just like, but it's awesome.
I don't know if somebody sent it to me or if I was just reading this, but like. Somebody was like, "Yo, we're in an era where, and wrestling has always been so fucking good." Because he was like,
"Yeah,
like wrestling needs to start getting Emmys."
Yeah, I believe so. At least fucking. It's hard because you have to like. What do you submit for Emmy consideration? I think like you submit like moments or like like. Storylines.
No, just that like they give shows, TV shows,
that's true.
Just general TV shows Emmys, like, you know what I mean, like best drama, best fucking daytime drama.
I know they have to submit an episode, I think, but I don't know. I don't remember how it works. I don't know. But yeah, like it's just like the whole Swerve and Hangman thing was such great storytelling, and so many
just wrestling in general, there are great moments, you know what I mean? But like
it's even great drama and stuff. It's great.
I think the idea of kayfabe, so much so that like the fans know, like the fans know it's fake, but everybody who knows, who's in the know, plays a part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like to outsiders, the fans play a part because like any outsider will always try to hit a wrestling fan with the, oh, well, you know it's fake, and a wrestling fan is like, yeah, that's yes, like,
Okay.
like
And
that's the point, dude. Like,
Okay.
Also, I
yeah,
very
but
much
you-
enjoyed the movie Wicked. Are you telling me she really didn't fly on that broom at the end? Weird.
right, like,
spoilers.
but even just being in that moment of just being like that's the point. We're all in on it.
Yeah.
Like we're all in on it.
We're all just
It
having
is-
fun, man. We're all just
It is
enjoying each other.
interactive theater. It is interactive theater. Like will a wrestling fan who's in on the end be like, oh my god, I hate John Cena now. That motherfucker's terrible. But be like, yo, this is amazing. That's such an amazing idea. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, will people be like, oh my god, that's crazy that these men are stabbing each other with scissors? be like, well, you know, obviously there's a whole thing that goes into that. Actually, what you have to do is this, and the commitment to that act. You know what I mean? Like, and explain the story. Like, oh my god, there's so many layers, and people just don't understand.
Also, that it's like also that scissors doesn't go past his fist. In reality, it's like he just mostly hammer fisted him, and you notice how the camera is only looking a swerve for a little bit. Have you ever thought with Ricochet?
just like-
it's like it's okay. It's a thing. We're all enjoying a moment.
It's live. It's live
It's magic.
theater.
It's theater. It's like illusion magic, because they're doing the classic illusionist thing of like waving their hand one thing while doing something else with the other hand. You know, with certain things, and it's all and the fact that they're doing it doesn't lessen that. Like illusion, like magic, the fact that we know that they're distracting us and doing something really quickly doesn't change the fact that it's cool that they did it.
Yeah. Or when this person goes home, right? And they're out in the street, they get to be their self. But as soon as a call to action happens, they're going to be their character.
Yeah. Oh,
As soon as somebody like sees someone and they're like, even the most mundane interaction, they're going to be their character.
yeah.
Like,
Real quick, just does anybody want to see anything in particular in the drama curves?
oh no, I was half looking at it as we were having these really weird, deep conversations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
Back
Gaga
to-
booking. That's all I care
Okay,
about.
cool. All right. As you were saying. But yeah, like it's all these the great moments and all the great like the pure magic of it is the whole point. Like it's getting whisked away, and like it's such a unique medium, with the fact that it's like it's a show about a show covering a fictional sport. Like it's a show about a show, because the show is part of the show. Like the fact that it's a broadcast is part of the show. Like the fact that there's cameras and a production truck and everything has a second layer to it. Like the fact that in Universe that's the referee, but the layer on top of that is they're also the floor manager. Like they're the referee, but ultimately they're actually the floor manager, like of the show, playing the referee in the show, and while that they're in the sport that they're covering. So it's like, it's wild. It's just beautiful. I love wrestling. Okay, Ring of Honor. We gained some fans, 60,000 fans. You needed some of that money. Now you're back up to 150 million. TNA for this is going to be slightly confusing if he wasn't paying attention to what I said earlier in the chat for David, but it's gonna be fun. All right. Okay, WCW. 64,000 fans.
Mm-hmm.
287.5 million. Never knew the cure to insomnia was Roman Reigns on the mic. That's cold. That's cold, John. Look for my pen. All right, and then AEW Dynamite. Ooh, 76,000. I got lucky there. Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody has 2 trophies. Now we're back to the true standings. All right. I'll take care of David's email. Things are. Wait, I maxed out morale. Why is Joaquin Wild unhappy? You wouldn't give me that tag match. You know what? This is the only time we'll do this because we have effectively unlimited money. Being the good guy all the time. Oh, he's gonna be a bad boy. All right, Montez. All right then. I'll just put it in for David. Just so it's there. Oh yeah, I promised him a casket match. Well, I think David promised him. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Let me find my mouse again. I'm like, okay. So I can switch over to here. Thank y'all for being with us. Thank you for hanging out with as I'm still here down here in the cozy chair. Being here with us for another episode. Be sure to come on back next week where we finish up the last couple weeks, the go home episodes, as it were, before All In. And then we'll figure out what we do for our last All In Spectacular to say goodbye to 2K24. And then we'll be ready to take some time to prepare for 2K25. Yeah. Thank you for checking us out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Peace.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Annyeong. Fighting. Crying not.